Good morning, dear friends. Blessed new day with joy in our hearts, for God is inviting us to the new. And the new today will be led by Emmanuel as he teaches us to accept ourselves just the way we are. That's the title of chapter 60, right, Lupi? Yes? Come here. Say, accepting just the way we are, right? Chapter 60 of the Book of Hope. Yay! Book of Hope. And in this Book of Hope, Emmanuel is going to quote always Jesus and Kardec, because this book was written in 1964 in tribute to 100 years of the publishing of the Gospel according to Spiritism. So he quotes Jesus as in Matthew 7:21. Not everyone who says, "Yes, Lord," will enter the kingdom of heaven, but those who do the will of God will actually enter the kingdom of heaven, right? Yes. And Kardec will unfold an explanation regarding it in chapter 18, item 16. Will it be enough to bring the appearance of the Lord to be his faithful servant? Is it enough to say, "I am Christian," for someone to be a follower of Christ? Seek out true Christians and recognize them by their works. You declare yourself in the healthy purpose of seeking evolution and improvement, light and joy. But in several occasions, you stop, refusing the season of experience and rescue in which you still see yourself. You lay in distressing eyes on the outside and often covet without realizing it the conditions of determined friends, wasting valuable time in lamentations. And you claim in a bitter tone, "If I had more health." In sick bodies, however, there are spirits that treasure up patience and courage, fortitude and good cheer, raising the moral standard of entire communities. But you say with contempt to yourself, "If I could get a distinguished degree." However, it is not listed for you to be unaware that a duty correctly performed is certified of the most noble opening, the way to superior conquests. And you complain sadly, "If I had money." But you forgot that it is possible to help the sick, the neighbor, without the coin. And you may assert, showing a disappointed word, "If I had more culture." And you don't apply yourself to the care of remembering that there were never sages and authorities without laborious beginnings and harsh disciplines. You may say, underestimating your own value, "If I could have better partners." But the misguided husband and the difficult wife, the problem children, the complicated relatives, the incipient collaborators and incomplete friends are precious reasons for your individual apostolate in self-denial and understanding, so that you may rise in level before the greater life. Wrong and inhibited, deficient or ignorant, rebellious or faulty, we need to accept ourselves as we are, without cherishing illusions regarding ourselves, but we're aware that our recovery, our improvement, our education, and our usefulness in the good towards our fellow beings, in sustaining the good of ourselves, may begin from today, if we desire, since it is from the law that our will intimately free, have the opportunity to renew your destiny every day. So interesting. We look at others and think that their grass is greener than ours. But Vanessa, come on, it is. No, it is not. As Emmanuel is saying, if you look at people who seem to have a stable life, you have no idea how they live and what actually they did to achieve it. If you see in a parent good marriage, don't envy that marriage, because marriage is a construction. Marriage is a construction. Marriage is work. If you see somebody who has children, don't envy them, because it's not simple. It's not a given. It's not a given at all. Hold on a second. It's work. You can see it's work. Beautiful dog, but work. Right, Lupi? Yes. Beautiful work. So, first of all, we need to accept ourselves by stopping the comparison between us and others. 2, first of all, why? Because God created us unique. So I can't compare to somebody else. People are who they are. They have the job that they have, the family that they have, the health that they need. And we do the same. So stop the comparison. When we're comparing, we're telling God, you don't know what you did because you did me less than them. So it's our rebelliousness to God that makes us feel stuck. Don't compare. But why does God give this to that person, not to me? Okay, do we want to doubt God? Because if we want to keep our struggling with God, we're going to suffer and suffer and suffer till we surrender and say, I surrender. You know more. Look at the story of Joseph of Egypt. He was the 13th child, the most beloved child. The brothers envied him because the father certainly showed preference. Till the day they observed that the brother was really different. And then they had a plan. Out of envy and jealousy, they sold their brother, trying to get rid of him. They told the father that the wolves ate him. The father was devastated. From then on, Joseph was sent to slavery, and then from slavery he stopped in Egypt in a prison. Once in prison, since he was a very faithful man, he kept saying, God knows more. He could have thought, imagine at the time, going to prison meant the end of your life. He said, God, you know more. One day, a guard was nearby, talking about his dream, the dream he couldn't understand. And Joseph said he had a gift, the gift of prophecy, and he could understand dreams, interpret dreams. He said, I know what it is. This is what your dream means. The man was astonished. And one day, the Pharaoh of Egypt had a dream that was impossible for him to decode. But the guards heard of the famous Joseph who was in prison and said, Pharaoh, is a guy in prison who can do this. He can decode it. Bring him in. brought Joseph to the Pharaoh, and Joseph, using his mediumistic abilities, he was able to decode it and save the people of Egypt. For 7 years of abundance happened, and they were able to stock what they needed for 7 years of scarcity. In those scarce days, many migrants came to Egypt, Hebrews lining up to receive some form of food at a time of scarcity. Joseph became the governor of Egypt, side by side with the Pharaoh. He saw his brothers lining up, though they could not recognize him. And out of mercy, he embraced the brothers, brought them in, forgave them. See, if you rewinded the tape, and Joseph said, "Oh, look what my brothers did to me," and pitied himself. Now I'm in prison, my life is over. How many of us feel like we are stuck in the prison of life? And God is saying, I'm just preparing you for something amazing. But wherever you are, with the people you have near you, you need to work on the muscles of your heart, because the law is of love. Love, trust, because this is preparation for other steps. If we are obedient, very meek children of God, there is no situation that is bad. There is no situation that is good, because every situation is simply just. So Emmanuel is saying, in the loving justice of God, let us appreciate God in accepting who we are, just the way we are. That's the title of this chapter, chapter 60 of the Book of Hope by Emmanuel through Chico Xavier. Let us meditate on this profound message and raise ourselves above, accepting ourselves just the way we are. Thank you, dear Lord, for your magnanimous presence. We are learning to surrender to you each and every day. We're not there yet, but we are tired of being rebellious. It hurts. We suffer. We want to open ourselves to love and humility, accepting your designs in our challenges and difficulties, knowing that your abundant love is just a prayer and a surrendering moment away. We visualize at this moment. The loving Spirit guides our guardian angels, the protecting spirits, the spirit doctors, nurses, and therapists, applying onto us the energy medicine that we need for the mind and the bodies. We breathe in and out. We believe in true health, in true wisdom. May we synchronize with it and replenish ourselves in your living waters, those prescribed by Master Jesus, to raise ourselves up and walk. Thank you, dear Lord, for caring for all of us, for our loved ones. May they all feel the envelopment of your kindness as we visualize our homes and workplaces everyone in it, feeling your merciful and kind presence. We visualize hospitals where many of your workers are helping humanity. May everyone feel your presence. We visualize everyone who is in this circle of prayer also receiving the energy medicine that they need. We visualize urgent cares, clinics, prisons, courts of dispute, achieving harmony and peace, common sense. May the light of the truth be felt by all of us today. We visualize your kindness enveloping us in new beginnings. Thank you, God, for helping all of us, and especially those who are in greater need than us. May any beggar in the street, may those who are desperate in their homes find loving hands, reaching out to them and saying, don't worry, you are not alone. This shall pass. And may we all visualize better days on earth with joy, friendship, kindness, compassion, much love and peace. And so be it. What a gift, of life to be here together receiving these remedies. And today it's about surrendering to God, accepting us just the way we are. What a message. Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining us also live. Thank you, Sirwina. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Narciso. Thank you, Lu. Thank you, Slavik. Thank you, John. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Veronica. We wish you all a beautiful day and night. And we look forward to seeing you at another morning prayer here at Cardiac Radio, right, DSP? Where we are always, right, Lupi? Say hi. Nourishing our souls, you're saying, yay.